As Your Heart Betrays You, Part 10. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. Artwork by Evenart Adam on Instagram and Tumblr. Go check them out. Links to them in the description box below. And also links to the previous 9 parts of the story in the description box. If you haven't caught up, what are you doing? Go check them out. Now then, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know what to comment, put Cat Noir's Mystery. Now then, please enjoy As Your Heart Betrays You, Part 10. Marinette Dupang Chang, 20 years old, sweating on her couch. Okay, Marinette, chill. Pick out a movie, take a sip of your drink. Don't focus on the fella in your bedroom. You have a job to do. Pick out a movie you think he'll like. Oh, macaroons. What movies did Cat Noir like? Disney should be a safe bet, right? Then again, he totally seems like a diehard kind of guy. Or something more like that Danish pandemic show, The Rain or whatever it's called. Did it have to be a movie? Could they start a show together? But if they start a show, then that would mean he'd come back, like, to hang out. That didn't sound too bad, actually. Another flash of light peeked through the doorframe, and a weight she hadn't realized she carried lifted from Marinette's shoulders. Huh. Cat Noir as not Cat Noir had given her anxiety, hadn't it? But why? The door clicked, and she straightened her spine without meaning to, remote in hand. "Marinette!" Tiki squeaked. A red streak blurred in her vision until she tackled her cheek, hugging her. "Hey, little bug," she said, reaching up to stroke her tiny partner's back. A scolding could come later. It'd only been a day, but she missed her, like she was a missing piece. "Decide on a movie yet?" Cat said, closing the bedroom door behind him. No, not yet." "Ever get around to seeing that Pixar movie?" She blinked a few times. "Which one?" "That D&D one, with the dad or whatever." "Onward?" "Yeah!" He snapped his fingers, then picked up his drink. "That's the one." Marinette swallowed. She hadn't seen it because she was with Adrian when it came out, and after the whole Hawkmoth identity, she didn't want to, cause an adverse reaction. "I haven't." "What? You have?" Cat waved a hand. No, it's just you were so excited about it. I thought for sure you'd be at the theater opening day." She tried her best to smile. "It didn't work out that way." "Do you want to go?" Huh? This cat was going to give her wrinkles, considering how often she raised her eyebrows around him. "Go where?" "The movie theater. We could go see it." It's not in theaters anymore." "If it was, would you want to go?" She bit her lip, exchanging a glance at Tiki, who nodded. Of course she wanted to go. Marinette never kept soda at home, and it was all but a vice for the sugar cube. It'd be nice to get out of the apartment, she said slowly, holding his eye contact while nodding once. "Oh, great! Give me just a sec. Is it okay if I use your bedroom again?" Sure." He grinned, setting his drink back down, hardly touched, and retreated to her room, a flash of light echoing out after he closed the door. Oh. He was making a phone call. Whoever he was under the mask made a phone call that would, most likely, result in a screening of Onward at the theater. For a guy whose bathroom door didn't quite sit right in the frame, he sure had friends in high places. She heard Plag's voice through the door, but couldn't discern the diction. No matter. A flash of light slipped through the cracks before the handle turned, and Cat Noir stepped out. "Get your suit on," he said, a hand on his hip as he grinned. "Let's go." "To the theater?" "Yeah, I got us a private screening." "Oh!" As she suspected, she should ask more questions, right? She should. Just like that? I mean, I'm an investor, so yeah. If it weren't for Tiki, her drink would have hit the floor as it slipped from her hand. "An investor? You?" "I am gainfully employed, Bugaboo." He tacked on a wink, and she felt her face flush with embarrassment at the version of him she'd built in her head, not the playful action. And here she thought he was a struggling 20-something working as, a dishwasher or something. She didn't know. "You're an investor?" Marinette repeated. "Yes." He grabbed his drink off the counter, covering his grin as he took another sip. "So don't worry about paying me back." She studied the rug, trying to piece it together. So he didn't actually live in that studio apartment? It was just a backup base in case things went south like he told her from the start? "Ladybug?" "Oh, right!" She cleared her throat. "Spots on!" She hadn't thought it through, because Tiki still held the drink when she called to her, and it spun around until the lid slipped off and spewed sweetened pink liquid across her blue couch as her kwami got sucked into the earrings. "Oops. Hold on," Cat said, taking hold of the situation before she could process her mistake. He grabbed a few towels from the kitchen drawer before going to the living room closet for the upholstery cleaner. "I got it." Ladybug stared as he set to work, her heart pounding at what scrubbed in front of her. Sure, him being proactive and taking care of her mess was awesome and a bit swoon-worthy, but he shouldn't have been able to. Cat shouldn't have known where the towels were. Even if he explored a bit while cooking the other day, he wouldn't have known about the cleaner in the closet. Which meant he'd been here before. Cat Noir had been here before, but not as Cat. He'd been here before enough times to know where things like upholstery cleaner and towels were. "Ladybug?" Cat looked up at her, squatted next to the couch, and stopped scrubbing as they made eye contact. Sorry," she said, touching the back of her neck as she looked away. "Don't worry about it. I've done similar." Thankfully, her accident was a convenient excuse for her pale face, but this new information made her head spin, dizzy with running laps in circles. She had to sit down. "Ladybug?" He reached out to her, knees turning toward her as she set herself into a chair. "Actually, sorry," she said, raising a hand to her forehead. I'm a bit dizzy all of a sudden." "When's the last time Tiki ate?" He knelt beside her, a hand on the arm of the chair as the other reached up to touch her cheek, then her forehead, the cleaning supplies abandoned on the couch. That's right. She spent the day in the Miraculous box, but that wasn't the reason for her lightheadedness. She looked into his eyes and swallowed, the truth staring her down. She knew him. She knew this man personally. Who? How long? Since when? Had he known before this and befriended her or Alia? Had he chosen to reveal that he knew who she was when she made an obvious slip? Or had he been in her life organically without the mask? Well, it's not like he didn't know Alia was Rena Rouge. It wouldn't be that strange if he befriended Alia because she was a teammate, even if she didn't know it. But who did Alia get to know well enough to bring over enough times for him to know where they kept the cleaning supplies? Then again, with the number of times Alia got red liquid on the couch, it would be strange if a guest didn't know where the cleaner was, even if they'd only been there once. Sorry, she said, looking away. I don't think I'll see that movie after all. Marinette, he said, moving his hand from her cheek to take her palm in his. Did you sleep last night? I'm sorry? You're prepping for a launch. Did you sleep? A bit? When did you eat? Come to think of it, she didn't have breakfast, but she didn't have the heart to tell the concerned face in front of her that it wasn't a physical ailment afflicting her. I guess my blood sugar is low, huh? Take a rest, he said, drawing her knuckles to his lips, then letting go to stand. I'll make something for you. Sushi, she blurted as he made his way to the kitchen. Sushi? He echoed, turning to look at her. Yeah, I promised Alia, so 2 birds, 1 stone? She didn't want to see him shuffle through the kitchen like he lived here right now. She couldn't take that confirmation that he knew her in a way she didn't know him. He pursed his lips, sighing through his nose as he looked around. Here. He grabbed a banana and his drink. Have these while I'm gone. Oh, thanks. I added a ginger shot in after they made it, so it might bite the back of your throat when you drink it. But push through. It's good for you, especially right now. And the banana too. Potassium. Okay. Promise? Yeah. She looked down at his half-finished drink, then back. I promise. Good. He ran a hand through his hair. I'll be back. Eat that and lie down. Take off the mask, too. Tiki can have Alia's drink. Okay. Yeah. Good. He repeated, probably more to himself than her. Yeah. Good. I'll be back. See you soon. Yeah. He grabbed the blanket off the couch and draped it over her. I'll be back. Guilt ate at her chest as she saw the worry in his face. Oops. She shouldn't have anything to feel guilty about, but it didn't stop her from letting it echo through her bones even after he left the way he came in. He cared about her. It was clear as day. If he got that worked up over a little lightheadedness, did it matter if he was someone she'd seen without the mask at some point? He loved her, and she loved him. A bond stronger than dating or schoolyard friendships. Maybe that's why he hadn't told her yet. Maybe he didn't tell her he was the guy who knew where the upholstery cleaner was in her apartment because he worried it would affect their relationship. Cat had all but seamlessly stitched Marinette and Ladybug into the same person. But if he was worried she couldn't do the same, then she couldn't blame him. What if the thing holding him back from telling her is her? The apartment door clicked, the deadbolt turning, and Ladybug looked over her shoulder to see Alia and Nino shuffling in, her roommate's smile freezing as she saw her in her mask as her boyfriend's jaw dropped. Ladybug, Alia said, smile tight as she talked more with her eyes than her words. What are you doing? Alia, Ladybug nodded, her hands tightening on the drink and banana. I need to talk to you. Oh, yes, we have... Her eyes shifted from her to Nino. business to discuss."
"Hey now, don't mind me," Nino said, holding up his hands. "I have no desire to intrude on girl talk."
Ladybug was torn between telling him to stay or taking his offer to leave. "We'll be just a minute," Alia said, setting down her purse as she made the decision for her. "We'll be in my room."
"Dope."
Nino walked to the couch, eyebrows furrowing at the half-scrubbed cleaner as the foam made a soft sizzling sound.
"Looks like I've got enough to keep me busy anyway."
"Thanks, babe," Alia said, walking over to grab her by the hand and tug her out of the chair. "We won't be long."
"Take your time. I'm gonna drink your Starbucks, though."
"A reward for your patience," Alia shot back, grinning before blowing kissing sounds his way. Still slightly out of it and holding a banana, Ladybug heard the door click behind her before Alia strode in front of her. "Okay, girl," she said, crossing her arms. "What on earth is going on? What happened?" "Alia," Ladybug said, looking at her rug. "Alia, I need your help." Her face softened, eyebrows returning to a neutral position. "What's going on?" she asked, laced with concern. "I think," she swallowed. "I think Cat Noir is a friend of ours." Alia straightened as she processed, understanding the meaning of her words. "Since when?" "I don't know. Any ideas?" Her brain was foggy. "Help me, Alia." Her best friend smirked, putting her hands on her hips. "All right, Ladybug. Tell me what happened." And so, taking a deep breath, Ladybug began from the beginning. Thank you so much for listening. Part 11 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos for more fanfiction, and I will catch you in the next one. If you haven't commented and liked the video already, do so now. And if you don't know what to comment, put the Cat Noir mystery. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!